Good morning, everyone. Today is, Tuesday, May 27th, and today is the Tuesday recap. Why? Well, yesterday was a holiday. Memorial Day, right? Market was closed. Market's back open today. We got 4 days this week to worry about. So today is the Tuesday recap where we cover the various YieldMax funds to see where we stand heading into the week. If we have a good chance, get some upside, win the trades, all that jazz. Fun stuff. So let's get to it. All right, but first, let's look at the pre-market. It's looking rather green, which is good. I'm pretty happy about it. This is as of 5:05 a.m. Tesla is up 2.64%. It's at 348.26. TSLY is up as well. It's up 2.42%, 932. All right. NVDY is up 2.73%, 134.87. NVDY is up 2.35%, 1527. Let's keep going. CONY is up 2.61%, 270.03. Not bad, not bad. CONY heads, nah. You're up 2.36%, 909. Oh yeah, CONY declaration, by the way, tomorrow. I made the guesstimate video on the Sunday morning. You may have forgotten, but yes, of course, I made that Sunday morning. And also, yesterday, I made an options video where I did my options update in much more detail than usual. So go check that out if you wanted that detailed summary. MSTR, how you doing? Well, you're up. You up 3.04%, 380.73. MSTY is up 2.51%, 2206. All right, here we go. TSLY, the true degenerate play. Leverage, how dare you? They're up 5.18%, 1523. I was just watching a YouTube video. People are so freaking scared of leverage. It's kind of funny, honestly. But anyway, TNA, speaking of leverage, 3x leverage, they are up 5.05%. They are at 29.53. So, yeah, that's a beauty, man. That's a beauty because I got some TNA uncovered. I'm ready to sell covered calls. Bitcoin, they were at 110, right? What happened? Anyway, they're up 0.61%, 109,813. BitX is up 2.06%, 5905. Cool. Saxo is up 6.48%. Wow, that's nice. They're at 1675. Super microcomputer, they are up 4.44% at 4187. SMCY, 20 even, 20 flat. They're up 3.79%. Hanging in there. Oh, wait, duh. This is as of 4:51 a.m. They're not updated. They didn't get updated. Because right now it's 5:08. Oh my God, I'm yawning. I need more coffee. PLTY, they are up 3.4%, 127.50. PLTY is up 2.51%, 63.60. Again, more leverage. youre. They don't have it in the name though. They probably should. They are up 4.52%, 79.35. Neither does TQQQ, probably because it's pro shares as well, but they are up 5.14%, 69.73. Or at least on this marketwatch.com, it says Ultra Pro. Ultra Pro. What does TNA say? Oh my God, I can't stop yawning. Well, Soxel, they have 3X in the name. BitX has 2X in the name. Yeah, TNA has 3X in the name. So I'm wondering why youre don't. Anyway, let's get to the spreadsheets and see where we stand for the week. Are you ready? All right, first we do MSTY. Guess what, guys? I made a change that was overdue, and due to a commenter constantly reminding me. No, but for real, thank you for staying on top of me for that. But I had an interview when I had the interview with Jay and Scott. They confirmed that what happens is the declaration that they, when they declare Wednesday morning, they don't actually use the data up until the day before. And I always just assumed that they would. I was told that they use the data up until the Friday. Okay, so anything that happens the week, like for example, this week, Monday. Well, today's not Monday, but normally Monday, or just say Tuesday today. CONY, right? Anything from CONY in that group, that's going to start as of today, right? So any income as of today, that's going to go into the new cycle. Or if it was a Monday, it would start the new cycle, all right? So that's just information I was never aware of until I asked them, but I did not get to refresh or fix the data on MSTY up until this morning because I actually had time. Usually I don't have time in the morning, but today I did. So I did modify the purple payment 8 data, and now it picks up, you'll notice the synthetic income picks up a little more than what we had, okay? I also had to go back to the 330 synthetic. Oh man, I'm in trouble today. To the 330 synthetic and add some data there. So hopefully that makes sense. But anyway, MSTY. They got 2 synthetics. They got a 390, 5.25%. Oh, -5. What does that mean? Well, that means MSTR is under that strike price by 5.25%. You don't want to see a negative here. You want to see a positive. But MSTR, looking green today. So plus, don't worry, this synthetic expires in, almost a month, 25 days away. So there is time to still make money. But again, all the synthetic does, it mimics the movement of the underlying. That's its job. Its job is not really to make bank, bro. Although we wanted to. That's not really its job. Its job is to mimic the movement. Just like the 420, baby. 420, what you doing? Yeah, you're down. You're 12% under, The MSTR is 12% under that one. But whatever, man. Whatever. It expires June 20th. And we'll see how that goes. All right, weeklies tab. What do we got here? Let's see. All right, so again, there were so many trades from last week, but we don't need to talk about those actually, because we'll cover them under the holdings tab, so we can just kind of fast forward through here. I did make some modifications. I basically picked up as of May 5th on the new cycle, for synthetics and weeklies. So no real update to give here. Again, this spreadsheet, I kind of covered it in a little more detail from last week, but like I said, I'm screwed today. I can't stop yawning. What is wrong with me? Anyway, here's the quick recap. MSTY showing close price 21.52. Again, looks green today, which is pretty good. MSTR, they closed at 369.51. The 30-day IV, 70.73%. Hopefully that continues to go up, because you could see the one I logged on Friday was 65.34%. And we're up to 70, so that's a good thing to see. Outstanding shares 184 million. That's cool. Awesome. Total net income 38.6 mil. We like to see that. Total distro based on that 21 cents. Total daily income 2 cents. 2 cents per day. Total daily yield 0.07%. And if you annualize that, sucker, 25%. Is that good? Well, for us MSTY shareholders, no, it's not good enough. We are greedy bastards. Anyway, MSTR fund update. I did see an update on the weekend. What's today? 27th. So, yeah, they bought Bitcoin. On Memorial Day, they bought Bitcoin. MSTR bought Bitcoin. About 4,020 Bitcoin. That's a lot of money, man. So now they're holding 580,250 freaking Bitcoin. I mean, give me one of them damn Bitcoin, right? Obviously, all these other fields will be updated in due time. Let's see if MST is updated. No, it's not. Okay, we suck. All right, so whatever. Nothing to really talk about there. Reaction. Nothing but green, baby. All I see is green today, so it gonna be good one. All right, it gonna be good one. Oh yeah, by the way, MSTY declares again. I feel like we just did this, right? They declare again next week, 8 days away on June 4th. Are you ready? All right, so payment information. Obviously, this is what's gonna change a little. We're gonna have a little more synthetic income than what we had. So we have 149 million in synthetic income, okay? Weeklies, you damn right, we make an income as well, 38 million. So total combined net income for this 4-week cycle is showing to be $1. Oh my God, $1. 188 million. All right, we got to share that with 184 million degenerates, and that comes to about $1.02 per share. All right, this is just recognized, realized income, taxable, right? It's sent, not on paper. This is actual trades, like completed trades, what we show as recognized income during the 4-week cycle, okay? $1.02. Now, as far as the weeklies are concerned, they're showing it to be about 21 cents per share, all right? We saw that there's like 8 days away, although we kind of can't, we can't calculate till deck date anymore. We can only calculate till the Friday. So technically, our Rodometer, if you think about it, right? What is it doing? It's doing, greater than zero, reaction minus. Well, I'm going to have to fix this because I think it goes up until the declaration date. We have to do declaration date now plus, I don't know. I don't have time to think about this, but I hope you get what I'm saying, because they only go to the Friday now, not the Tuesday, all right, or the day before, whatever. All right, so what do we got? Well, the wins losses, obviously we don't really talk about that anymore, but it does look good. 100 wins, 25 losses, whatever, right? Anyway, so Rodometer, I mean, it's working now that the weeklies are generating income, but again, all things being equal, 33 cents, 20% yield, that's not happening. So we will default to the IV. The IV is 71%, and that would show $1.17 payment. But again, let's look at the income. Income per share, $1.02. So since that's below, the IV payment, it's probably, we got to default to the IV payment. We got to assume that. But maybe, I don't know, maybe good things will come out. But our synthetics, not making bank, bro. They're not making bank. So unless something crazy happens, I did see something about Trump's media company buying into Bitcoin. So obviously that could be a huge thing today. DJT, which is the ticker for Trump's media company, right? They're way up today. So we'll see how today goes. All right, MSTR holdings. Let's take a look. We got a 390, we got a 420. It's like borderline gold digger. Probably should be gold digger, right? You take my money, something like that. But you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying. So we'll just give them a break. It's a Tuesday recap, for God's sakes. People are going back to work. All right, it's unfortunate. I'm not. I took off the next 2 days for as you know, it was Little Rod's birthday, so. And we had baseball during his birthday, so I figured we'd give him an extra day. Extra day for him, extra day for me. Get some damn yard work done. Need a overdue haircut. So many damn things. There's never no time. Anyway, what do we got? Where do we stand? That's what we're here for. You've been yip-yapping all morning, and we're finally here to talk about what we want to see. Here we go. All right, again, this is for 4 trading days. All of these expire Friday. The lowest strike price. These are covered calls, all right? They're selling covered calls on MSTR, all right? $400. That's the lowest, all right? 400. It's at 369.51. 400 is 8.25% out of the money. Is that safe? No, absolutely not. Not with 4 trading days. You never know what can happen. But for being the lowest one, I mean, what a beauty. What a beautiful spot to be in. All right. What else we got? Well, we got scudder-doo-doo. We got a 405. We got a 410. We got a 412.50. And then we jump up, bam, to 430, 432.50, and a 435. The highest strike is 17. That's right, 17 17.72% out of the money. What? 17% out of the money. What? 17%. That's right, 17%. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? So I think we're set up pretty nicely today. But again, we're looking pretty green this week. So who knows, man? Fluke? Maybe. Who knows? I don't know. All right. How big is MSTY? MSTY is a $3.9 billion fund, if you care. The NAV is 21.45. Trade price 21.52. So yeah, whatever. And just as we said before, this synthetic is not making bank, bro. So no bank for you. They are negative 133 per share. Synthetic contracts, the total contracts for synthetics that they have open, 106,215. The number of contracts they are selling covered calls on, 104,715. That's 98%. And then the number of contracts they're selling covered calls on that have a butt buddy, that have insurance, that have the credit card, the spread, all these fancy names, right? Only 3%. All that for 3%. 3,000. All right, whatever. Who cares? Let's move on. Enough of this yip yap. IMST, the competitor, they made noise last week. They said, all right, we're going to pay $7, baby. $7. All right, $7 for what? Basically 2 months. But whatever, we're on a new week. Let's go. What are they doing? Well, they got calls. They got synthetics. They got this, that, the other thing. But they got two synthetics, right? Let's see, the 375 and the 410. What makes it a synthetic? Well, everything is pretty much identical, right? The number of contracts, it says shares, but it means contracts, right? 1411, right? 1411, okay, that's a match. 250, that's a match, all right? Same strike. Yep, same strike. All right, that's a match. Those orange suckers are synthetics. And then they're selling calls, all right? All right. Also, the synthetics typically have a further expiration date. We don't know though on IMST. They're a breed of its own, man. They do their own thing, which I like, by the way. I like that they're you never know. They're unpredictable. But I'm curious to see that prospectus. Someone should read it and let me know. All right. Anyway, they're selling calls. The lowest strike is 405. That's 9.6% out of the money. What the heck? Wait, yeah. So that's not even this week. That's the week after, right? Yeah, because this Friday is May 30th or 31st. So they're jumping ahead. They're like, I don't care about this week. I don't like the short weeks. So they jumped ahead. Every single covered call expires on June 6th. But look at these other suckers. The 450 is the next one, 21% out of the money. And then the 460, 24% out of the money. I like that. That's a goodie. All right, what else we got? The value of the fund is 65 mil. Okay, and there's some dividend information. No need to talk about that. And then we got MST. All right, that's the Defiance version. What are they doing? I don't know. They're doing a whole bunch of crap. They got treasuries. They got the freaking swaps. They got covered calls, buy call, this, that, the other thing. I mean, whatever. I don't care. All I'm just talking about if they got blown through. Are they selling calls for a good strike price? Are they getting caught? Are they getting capped? Are they wearing cappity doodah? Is Sylvia from Defiance wearing a cappity doodah today? Let's see. The lowest of the lowest strike price is $395. That's 6.9% out of the money. So of the three funds, that is the lowest strike price for the week. So should be interesting. The next one is 408%, and then they got a 407.50, but then they go pretty high, 420, 435. So they are pretty scattered. And let's see the number of contracts. Where are they top heavy? They are top heavy at the 400, which is 8% out of the money. But again, we'll see how all this plays out. We got some time. We got time is on my side. Yes, it is. All right. We got the MSTY fund manager, right? Information. If you guys have not, I think you guys all know Scott by now. So, no need to cover this again. But I probably should maybe in about a month or so, as I get new members, new subscribers, new people watching this crazy video. It's probably information that we should be covering. But anyway, This is just a Tuesday recap, so let's move on to the other funds, okay? That was MSTY. I know, MSTY's special. MSTY is so special. All right, here we go. Where we at here? This is TSLY, all right? So what we do here is we just see where we stand, right? We talk about the synthetics. It's a big old party. I think last week I went too quick, got yelled at. But here we go, guys. We're going to show the proper love for these other funds. All right, here we go. T to the S to the L to the Y. Tesla is at 339. How you doing? How their synthetics doing? Well, the 340 is at the money. That's the higher one. The lower one, the better one, the 320 is it's bank bro. Well, it's borderline bank bro. It's pretty much bank bro, but you guys be the judge. All right, but we really care about our covered calls. Are they safe? Are we getting blown through? Are we getting cappity-doo-dah, right? Cappity-doo-dah. Let's see. The lowest strike is 350-250. Can we even see that? Should I get the proper zoomage here? All right, so here it is. Lowest strike, 350-250. That's 3.88% out of the money. Is that enough? No, definitely not. Definitely not. We see the pre-market, man. This is in trouble. All right, but don't worry. They are skater-de-doo-dah. They got 4 other strike prices. They got 5 total. So they got 355, a 357.50, 360.250, and a 365. All right. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7% out of the money. No double digit out of the money. With Tesla, you kind of need it sometimes. All right. And again, it's Tuesday morning after the holiday. It's looking rather green. We do have some butt buddies down below, some insurance policies in case they get cappity-doo-dah that they can close and hopefully, you know, not totally cap the upside. So it's there for our protection. All right. The value of TSLY fund, 1.1 bill. The NAV on that is 911, trade price 910. The synthetics total, again, I said I'm going to separate the synthetics. Never did, but whatever. 16 cents per share. 30-day IV, 60%. That's for Tesla. It's not bad, actually. IV estimate based on that, 42 cents. Income estimate, rather pretty, if I don't mind saying myself, $1.45. Woo-wee. That's a 207% yield. Group A declares when, though? In 15 days on June 11th. So stay tuned for that. All right, up next, your boy, NVDY. Oh, yeah, TSLY. What do we have? TSLY Tribe, NVDY Nerds. All right, here we go. It doesn't have the same ring as the other ones. All right, but whatever. We gotta give them something, right? All right, NVDY. NVIDIA is at 131. Yes, pre-market screen, so whatever. How are their synthetics doing? Well, their synthetics are doing all right, you know, just like TSLY, man. They got 1 at the money. And then they got 1 sitting pretty. They got a 120 sitting pretty and the 130 at the money. Both expire July 18th, by the way. But what do we got for calls? We got covered calls, all right? I know, we got covered calls. Yeah. So let's talk about let's do this. We got this. Let's do it. All right, here we go. All right, lowest strike price 140, 6.63% out of the money. Is that good? It's okay. It's okay. All right. Don't worry. We got a 141, 142, 143, 144, 145, 145. Only $1 away on each one. Dollar. I got a dollar. I got a dollar. Hey. All right. So the highest strike price, double digits, baby, 11.2% out of the money. So they are scattered-to-do. For real, though. They are really scattered-to-do, but only by $1. Only by a stinking little dollar. So, you know, we'll see how they hold up today or in the next day and the next day and the next day. The value of the NVDY fund, though, is 1.3 bill. That's big bucks. That's big bucks, bro. Just give me a piece of that. You know, then I'll retire, and then we'll talk about dividends all day. All right, the NAV is $14.90, trade price $14.92. Synthetic, what's it worth? 79 cents per share. Bank bro, almost. 30-day IV of NVIDIA, 50%. IV estimate of NVIDIA, 58 cents, based on the IV of NVIDIA. Hopefully that makes sense. By the way, if you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, real quick, you take the IV, which is 50%, multiply it by the price of NVIDIA, divided by 13 payments a year, you get the approximate estimation of whatever the next payment will be, which is 58 cents. All right, does that make sense? That's the IV estimate. So sorry if I I don't cover that enough. The income estimate, that's the recognized, that's the realized, that's the actual income that they did make during the cycle. And NVDY with a strong $1.56, very strong $1.56. That is 135% yield. Is that what they're paying though? In 22 days on June 18th? How about this? Who the hell knows? Again, we're just tracking it. We don't know, and there's no reason to talk about it yet anyway. It's just there. It's just there. We'll talk. We'll get there. We'll get there. But we gotta talk about what did you do to your CONY? All right, no, for real. CONY heads, are you ready? Let's go. Let's talk about CONY. How's CONY doing? Well, they got a 250 synthetic. Coin is at 263. That synthetic expires June 20th, so they can cash this sucker out and they say, I got some bank, bro. All right, look at their calls. Not much going on. Not much. Only four little babies. All right, the lowest strike, though, it's kind of low, 277.50, 5.45% out of the money. Again, we saw pre-market, so good luck. The highest strike is 290, 10.2% out of the money. So they're 5 to 10% out of the money, 6 and 7 in between. Are they safe? No. But again, we'll see. All right, the value of the fund is 1.1 bill. The NAV is 886, trade price 888, 2-cent difference. Synthetic is worth 47 cents per share. 30-day IV of coins, 61%. IV estimate for CONY, 42 cents. Income estimate, again, they got income too, $1.46. Pretty freaking sweet. That's a 213% yield. Group C declares when? Tomorrow. 1 day away. Do you believe it? All right, I don't even remember what guesstimate I gave, honestly, but whatever. If you want to check that out, it's actually under the live section. You'll have to go, go find it. Go digging. But it's there. I swear. Go enjoy it. All right, let's move on. All right, SMCY suckers, as we say. All right, what do we got here? SMCI, the current price of SMCI is 40.09. Obviously, pre-market was pretty green. Their synthetic is 45, so they're behind, but maybe not for long, and it expires June 20th. So stay tuned for that. Covered calls. Again, everything expires Friday, all right? We pretty much know that, except the synthetic. The synthetic is either June 20th or July 18th, depending on the fund. SMCY, what are they doing? Their lowest strike price is $43.50. That's 8.51% of the money. But the beauty is their highest strike price is $46.50, 15.99% out of the money. So that's so pretty. And then in between, 12%. So they're 8, 12, and about 16% out of the money. That's a pretty good setup. It's actually not bad. We'll see how it goes, though. The value of this stinking fund is 158 mil. I had to think about that. The NAV is 1925 and the trade price is 1927. We saw as of 4 a.m. though, they were at $20. All right, synthetic bailout. No, it's in the negative. 30-day IV though, nice, 74%. IV estimate based on that, $1.11. Income estimate though, ridiculous. 5.90. I mean, are you kidding me? 397% yield. When do they declare? Group D declares next week, baby. It is gonna be a freaking fun guesstimate video. That is for sure. Because we got the Misty Mafia and we got the SMCY suckers, and both of them may have a nice payment. SMCY probably, SMCY a better one, of course. Definitely a better one. I don't know. We'll see. But look at that income estimate, 590. Good God. All right. Speaking of big payments, PLTY. The PLTY posse in the house. All right, Palantir, how much you at? They closed at what? 123.31. Okay, that's fine. They have a synthetic of 115 that expires July 18th. So again, we'll just leave it alone. Let it be. All right, so covered calls. What do you got, PLTY? Well, you got the lowest of the low, 127 strike price. That's 2.99% out of the money. That's dinkity-doo-dah. The highest strike is 134, 8.67% of the money. None of these are safe. None of them. Because there's 4 full trading days in a green, open, Good luck. But they are scattered-y-doo. They got what, like 7? It's like 7 different covered calls. But again, they're all $1 apart, or or 2. It's not much. So they're 2.99 all the way up to 8.67% out of the money. But we'll see how this all goes. The value, it's almost half a bill, but the value of PLTY is 498 mil. The NAV is 61.94, trade price 62.04. Synthetic is worth 455 on paper, of course, on paper. 30-day IV, 58%. IV estimate based on that, 280. Pretty sweet. Income estimate, negative. That's right. PLTY's actually not making income. That's a first. Group B declares when? 22 days away on June 18th. Great. Wonderful. Now, income estimate, just to further clarify, we do pull a pivot table. As you can see, like Group C, as for the guesstimate, we were pulling all of the, anything in green is actual income. So you can kind of see, like CONY, yeah, they made $1.46 per share. Carvani, man, is going to be the sleeper this time around. They made $8.53. I had no idea what to give them. I think I gave them 4 something. But then we got Group A, obviously, B, C, and D. And then D, I did confirm MSTY. I updated the deck date to 5/5. Not the deck, no, it's Monday. Is that what I put on this one? Start Monday date. That's what it should say, as I updated it. All right. Start MON. Right? Start MON. Monday date. All right? Because that's the Monday. It's a Monday. All right, anyway. So that's the group's value. And that's the update on the YieldMax funds. 4 days again, four trading days. We'll see how everything goes. I talked about options in detail yesterday, so I'll do a quick recap right now on my options trades, if you give a damn. All right, so there's the triple leverage suckers, right? Triple leverage. Oh my God, very scary. Did someone ask a question? Maybe I forgot. All right, remind me if you did. Anyway, MSTY. What's the update on MSTY? Well, we got an expiration date for this week. Sold a put, $23 strike price. If MSTY closes below $23, I will buy. Well, I will get assigned and be buying 100 shares at $23. If MSTY closes above $23, then guess what? This will expire worthless, and I'll get my collateral of $2,300 back. Do I care either way? Nope. I don't. I don't give a crap. And that's the best way to trade options. Not giving a crap. I know that's not the best way of thinking, but that's how, if I treat it that way, my life is a lot easier, right, with options. Especially on MSTY. Because MSTY, look at my average, man. Look at my average. It's horrible. My average is 27.25 on MSTY. So if I get assigned at 23, that's actually really helping my average. All right. So, and then guess what? Once my average is close to the actual price of MSTY, I will sell covered calls on MSTY. But you won't get the dividend. I don't care. If it gets assigned, whatever. I'm not going to sell calls on every single share. Well, you never know. Never say never, right? But you get what I'm saying. Every single thing that I own, I'm doing an option on. All right? As long as I can. All right, TSLY. Again, I covered. If you want to see this in more detail, go check out yesterday's video. I'm going to pin yesterday's video to the top of the comments. All right? But this is everything that's open. I got a bunch of puts. I got a bunch of calls. Actually, I need to hide anything in gray because we covered that. So, yeah, that's my bad. It's ignore. Yeah, this is all we got here, actually. So ignore everything else. We have 3 calls. The 12 and the 14, I mean, these are screwed. During the money now, TSLY is going up. These are probably saying bye-bye this week. But I got an 18. That one's really far away. So if that one gets screwed, it is what it is. But don't worry, guys. I still have 400 other shares that I can sell calls on, and that's the beauty. And then obviously I got a $12 and a $13 put, which if TSLY keeps going up, this thing is going to be like cost a penny to close, so I could always close it early. And don't forget another idea, if the 12 and the 14 are pretty much goners and they're getting called away, I'll sell another put. I'll sell a put at 14. I'll sell a put at 15. If I'm willing to buy 100 more shares at the current price, then I'll get aggressive on my puts and I won't get as aggressive on the calls. Because again, I don't want some of these calls to get assigned. But the good news is on TSLL, my cost basis is $16.91. This cost basis now has a fighting chance. Again, I've been underwater for a long time, man. I've been a bag holder. TSLL was below what, $10, right? I mean, oh my God. But now I'm almost sitting pretty here. I could almost make a capital gain if I get assigned here. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how things go, though. We'll see. We will see. So that's the update on TSLL. Again, this is just a quick summarized update because I did go I dove really deep into details yesterday. All right, I didn't hide these either, so we will just show you what you need to see. So for this week, everything. I gotta zoom out. Where's the cutoff? There it is. All right, everything. There's four trades here. What do we got? We got 3 puts. All right, and we got 1 call. So we got 1 call at 31, and then we got how many shares? If we go here, we got 500. 500 shares. Only 100 have a call on them. But if TNA is opening green, then guess what? I'm gonna sell a covered call today. If it stays green tomorrow, I'm going to sell another covered call. You get the gist of this pretty much. Now, my puts, if TNA stays really green, again, these puts, I could pay to close them early, right? Right now, what did I get for the credit to open them? If you look at for example, let's look at this put, right? This put right here, I think I opened on the Friday. $24 strike price, right? I got how much did I get? 17 cents per share I got a credit to open that. That could be worth let's just say it's worth 4 cents today or 3 cents. Is it worth it to close it? Again, I don't know. That's a decision I'll have to make, right? Based on how much premium I can keep based on the time frame. All right. It was a long weekend, so there's a lot of days in there, but we'll see. So, but the good news is market's green and I have more than half of my shares available to sell covered calls on. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm also pretty happy that my income for last week was $459. Because again, I'll show you something I did add if you didn't see yesterday's video, which I'm gonna start tracking more information on this spreadsheet too. Just a reminder, this is the Retire Now account. This is my option. This is basically an options account, but the mortgage comes out of this account. My mortgage is $1,261. My goal is to double that. All right. So my options goal after the MSTY dividend for the month, right, is $1,573. So my goal income wise on the weekly for the month of May was $393, assuming 4 weeks, right? So I'm beating that. I am making more than that. And that's why I'm saying I'm happy for the 459. The week before, man, I killed it, 686. But you can see for the month of May, I've been over 400 every single week. I feel like I'm finally getting back. It's been a struggle with these low delta freaking calls, but hey, it is what it is. We're finally getting to a point where we could be ourselves again, be a little riskier, which I love to be a little riskier. I love selling at the money calls too, here and there, but you're not going to do that when your average is where it is, right? You gotta be smart, all right? And the fact that we were smart about this, we were able to capture, a lot of the recovery on the way back up. Some got blown through, which is okay, but some, some are just sitting pretty, making money on the way back up as we're making options premium on the way back up as well. But again, good time, man, good time. That's my options update for the week. Again, it's summarized version. If you want the more detailed version, I will pin yesterday's video to the top of the comments. All right. I think it was a good video. So if you're interested in options, go check it out. I don't know. You guys let me know if it's a good video or not. What the hell do I know? I don't watch it. I felt like it came out good, right? Sometimes you feel like a video comes out good. Sometimes you feel like, oh my God, you got to post it, but it's like, all right, well, at least, I guess maybe they'll forget about it, right? They'll forget about it and do better the next day. And there are days like that. There are days like that. So, but yeah, guys, just a reminder, guys. Obviously, the way I do things, the way I trade, triple leverage funds, yes, they are risky. If you talk to the everyday investor, even the very educated everyday investor, if you tell them you're trading options on TNA, UPRO, and TQQQ, they will freak out. They will freak out on you. Don't mess with the leverage products. Understand and educate yourself, right? Like I said, I was listening, and I love listening to various YouTubers just to get a different perspective, different point of view. But the amount of times that these people think that they need to tell us what's right and wrong, it's just, I can't. Like, who are they to say what's risky for us? Like, think about it. Like me, my risk tolerance, obviously, you see what I trade. I only trade this. In fact, I will not trade anything, that's not leverage at this point. So, but that's me. And yeah, the average person shouldn't do that if they can't stomach it. But, if you're a degenerate, this is normal. This is not risky, right? In fact, it's the index. Triple leverage, who gives a crap? It's on the index. So to me, this is safe. This is super safe. But anyway, my point was, I don't know. Obviously, be careful out there, right? Do your own research. But I don't know. I'm not going to go any further than that. But as always, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. I am just a schmuck in a garage recording on a phone with a little heater, sweating my ass off, trying to explain how some of these funds work, trying to explain how I trade options, and hoping someone will watch this. So, no, for real though. If you don't know, if you're, unsure of these funds, obviously do your own research, all right? Go talk to a financial advisor if you want, but this is not financial advice. Clearly it's not, all right? Most people on YouTube are not giving financial advice. They're just giving their opinion, and they're just for fun and entertainment. Some are not entertaining, though. That is for damn sure. I try to be. I even bought a cone head for you guys, and I will put it on at some point. I don't even know if it fits my big head. That's the problem. But we'll see. All right, what else? If you enjoy this content, please hit the like button. It helps. It does go a long way, right? You hit likety-doo-dah, likety-day. And then if you have any questions or concerns, leave them in the comments. And yes, ignore the spam, the X this, X that they're posting. It's just these spammers are everywhere, man. And again, we talked about it yesterday. If you want to join the Discord, yes, of course, it's free. Why would I charge for freaking Discord? Think about it. It's a Discord. It's a chat room of other investors that are talking about investing. Why would I be the one getting paid for you to join a Discord to talk to other people? I don't know. That seems like the dumbest crap I've ever heard of. So the Discord, yes, it's forever free. As long as it's not too scammy, right? Then we'll have to just get rid of the damn thing. But yes, it's free. Feel free to join. The link is, it's on the top of the comments of yesterday's video, which yesterday's video will be on the top of the comments of this video. So go find it. And when you join, I will not spam you. I will not direct message you. Neither will the moderators. Once you figure that out, just block, report, delete, right? And then come join the party. Come talk about whatever, There's all kinds of channels. There's also, people that hate these funds, hate YieldMax funds that are in there. And it's okay. It's okay. We're all just one community. The bottom line is that we are there to learn from each other, to learn from like-minded individuals. These funds are not for everyone, and that's okay, right? Everyone wants to do their own thing. Let it be, man. Just because they don't like MSTY, who gives a crap? Just because they don't trade UPRO, who gives a crap? They want to buy SPY? Let it be, right? They love JEPQ? All right, who cares? Honestly, who cares? Let them buy what they want to freaking buy, all right? Just like, you're going to buy what you're going to buy. Who gives a crap if people don't like it? But that's the beauty of the Discord. anyone could talk about anything. You could talk smack about whatever you want in there, all right? Just got to be respectful. You know that. But yes, of course, the point was the Discord's free. Feel free to join. We can talk to like-minded investors. We can talk about whatever, all right? And yeah. All right, that's a lot of yapping. It's a Tuesday recap. I'm off work today. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Sorry, I'm happy to be off work. Very happy. Not happy to see how many emails I'm going to get, though. So we're going to have to end it here, though. Sorry, we got to go. We got to think about a keyword, though. So, if you made it this far in the video and you want to prove it, you got to say the keyword. What's the keyword? All right, what's the keyword? All right, I'm seriously losing it. Keyword, one word, green. That's it. Green. I know, lame. But you know what? Finally, nice, fresh green day. Beginning of the week. We can all be happy, all right? So if you made it this far in the video and you would like to prove it to me and others, you just got to type in green. That's it. I don't ask for much, right? Green. You could type in green once. You could type in green 100 times. The more green you type, the more times. So if you watch this video 100 times, you type in green 100 times. If you watch this video once, you type it in once. Makes sense? But I hope to see many greens. So I hope everyone at least has 3 greens in the comments. That means you watched it 3 times, right? Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I'm really done this time. I just wanted to say, guys, thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for being a part of my YouTube journey. Again, who would have thought? Who would have thought? Not me. But we're still going, man. We're still growing. We're going to be something big, I think. I think we got this, all right? Maybe, especially when I put on the cone head, oh, man. Then forget it. Then the sky's the limit, right? We're going to get 50,000 subscribers. And then what, 100? Imagine 100. Imagine I get a plaque. Could you imagine? Someone that records on a freaking phone, never edited a video in his life, is going to get a plaque? No way. Not happening. All right, but we'll see. Hey, you never know. You just got to be consistent. Keep going. By the way, guys, I keep reminding people, if you're interested in making a YouTube channel and you are hesitating, don't. Just post that first video and send it to me. Share it in my Discord under the shared videos. You're allowed to. It doesn't even have to be about finance. Because I love watching new YouTubers. I think it's awesome for people to start because it's not easy. It is not easy to put yourself out there. All right. But you have to be able to get made fun of, man. People going to make fun of you. All right. Everyone can make fun of someone about something. All right. There's always something to make fun of. And it's all good. Just enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. All right. Now I'm seriously done. But I'm out of here. I hope everyone has a great day. And I will talk to you all tomorrow, baby. Tomorrow. All right. Later.